Hey everybody, Kelly Engineer here, and welcome to episode 16 of Ragnamod V. In between episodes, I made this party pickaxe, and the reason why I made it is because even when I'm flying, the speed doesn't decrease all that often whenever I am mining stuff. So yeah, just made the obvious choice since I'm always flying and was tearing down quite a bit of the cathedral wall, the lower cathedral wall. And yeah, I'm actually really liking this design over the older design. And as you can see, I use chisels and bits to make a nice little dome going on over here. And oh yeah, it definitely looks better. I also use some polished stairs at the top and the bottom here and along the bottom rung, just to add a little bit of contrast to it. So yeah, we got the small little sticking out parts here. I'm not going to be putting armor stands right here, so instead I just filled that in. And it's just going to be 4 along here. And then once I get to this portion, there's going to be a set of 7. There should be a set of 13, quite frankly, if I was going for real accuracy on the Wells Cathedral. But yeah, I'm going to go with 7. I also changed the pillar base. So I have the steadfast stone stairs, polished steadfast, and then steadfast stone right here. And I didn't actually mess with this as I should have. I'll go and fix that later. But right here, you can see that I use chisels and bits to mark this in by 2. Just so it's not obvious. You actually have to take a look at it. But subconsciously, whenever you're taking a look at it, there is something off about it because that stone is in a little bit more than what the polished is. And I do like that contrast. So that is what we did with the cathedral. Alright, so I'm in the process. I'm in the process of making another column over here so I can wrap around on this tower. So I realized I made a mistake because the wall of the tower where I laid everything out is actually right here. So that I was expecting 1, 2 to come out and to make this column right here. Unfortunately, to make everything mesh the way that it should, I had to undo that, and I moved the column 1 over, and I'm going to have to compensate in my scaling whenever I move it over. I don't know if right here is going to be the same way. It probably won't, because if I do that, it's going to be an even number, and I do not want to build these towers in even numbers. So I am working a little bit on that, but right now, with my chisel, like I said in the intro, I am just jutting these in a little bit by 2, just so there's not obvious contrast, but when you're passing it, it does have a little better look because of this gap right here. It's just yeah, it just makes it look better in my opinion. So that is what I'm doing. Now when I have my chisel, my diamond chisel, and I have bits right here for the vengeful stone brick, the steadfast stone, and the steadfast stone bricks for the columns, and this is a positive chisel design for the arches when I was replicating them. But right now with my diamond chisel, if I hold Alt, there's a whole bunch of stuff right here. I'm choosing connected plane in order to do this. So if I have a connected plane, then you'll see that it is choosing that entire 16 by 16 by 1 area. If I chose something a little different like connected material, it would do the same, but that is not always the case whenever you're messing with chisels and bits. Luckily, this entire area is 1 stone, so I don't have to worry about that, and I can make it act like it was a connected plane, even though I have connected material selected. But for stuff that's more complex, especially if you are making a complex chisels and bits structure with, if I go over here to single bits or 1, 2, 3, and then I put a piece right over here. If I put a piece of vengeful stone, where did my there it is. If I put a piece of vengeful stone here and I wanted to get rid of it, then that is what the connected material would do for you. So even though I'm selecting the entire plane right here, it's leaving the vengeful stone there. So I'm going to undo that and get rid of that. Get rid of that. And where are my green bits? I'm just going to fill that back in. But that is what the connected material is for. There we go. Small corrosive stone brick. Re-put back together. So on the actual Wells Cathedral, when you have these two columns, there's actually there is a straight line, a straight diagonal line connecting the two. I'm not going to do that here because, if I'm honest, I really like the little alcove that this design makes. And I don't really, yeah, I didn't mention it before, but the reason why I'm using for most of the wall these blue bricks and all variants of the steadfast stone bricks is because it's offering some simplistic detail. So it's not overwhelming you. So if I had used like some marble bricks right here instead, then the focal point of this build would have been those marble bricks because of the crazy amount of contrast between the steadfast and a marble. So that's why I'm using all of the blue here. It became necessary to use a different color stone, mainly the vengeful bricks, with the windows here, because from a distance, that really makes it pop. From a distance, when all of the details can't be readily seen, like the polished right here and then the bricks, the vengeful really helps it pop from a distance. But when you're up close, you don't want to overwhelm your senses as you're like walking around it, or somebody else is walking around this if you were building it in a like a vanilla world. So that's why I'm using all of these. Oh, did I miss a spot? No, I did not. And that's why I'm using all of the similar color stones, and I'm not going to afford myself any sort of extreme contrast when I'm designing this, unless it's required to be viewed from a distance. So that's my reasoning for why I was using the vengeful next to the steadfast. It's a nice contrast, but it's not drawing your eye away from anything. You have no choice but to look at all of the details individually, and it still looks detailed, despite how simple it is. Alright, so I have completed a small portion of this wall over here on the, well, it's supposed to be the north end of the cathedral, but it ended up being the south for mine. But what I want to do right now is take this positive chisel design and go over to my previously chiseled and just right click. And what I did was I just copied that little bit onto this chisel design so I can place it if I want. Now by default, because I had it reset, and all you need to do to reset it is put it here and it'll clear it out. But if I try to put it right here, what it did is it just replaced that portion, which of course I don't want. So I'm going to undo that and change this to placement. So placement right here, and that is exactly where I want this arch. Now you can hold shift and use your scroll wheel, and you can actually replace what you want, or not replace, but you can rotate the chisel design as you want it. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to put this steadfast stone brick here and go back to my positive chisel design. You'll see it's still in placement mode, but I don't want it placed. What I want to do is I want to use replace. So when you go to replace any full block that is there, it will completely take it over, much like it did over, it is replace mode by default. But what happened is all of the excess stuff in here that wasn't part of the chisel design just became more bits added to my bag. And here are all those bits right here. So the chisel bit bag has all of those chiseled bits. And I'm just holding shift right now to see a larger version of that block because, yeah, they're pretty small right here. Yeah, I have over 1,000 steadfast stone brick chiseled bits. Pardon me, I just burped. So that is what I'm doing right here. And I'm going to move this back into placement mode because I want to... I'm sorry, what? I don't have enough bits. Huh. Well, since I didn't have enough bits, it actually would not let me place the block anymore. It wanted more bits. So that's an easy enough solution. All I have to do is just go back to the replace option, rotate, and there we go. I just got more bits for it. Do the same thing over here. Rotate, place. Awesome, awesome. So now I'm just going to clear out this design and go back over here to grab the lower portion of the this archway. Now, since I did reset it, it's back in replace mode, but I don't want replace mode. I want placement because I should have enough bits to cover that. Ooh, rotated one too many. There we go. There we go, and there we go. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'm going to build up the same thing that I did over here. The design is going to be exactly the same. Now, the difference between this face, the what's supposed to be the west face of the cathedral, but for me is the east face. This is actually going to be a window, and it's going to be a little tricky for me to do because the blue and the green, they don't really look good together. But I want the inside walls to be green, and the way that this is designed is I have a 1-block gap. So this is going to be the wall of the cathedral. I just need to find a way to make sure that the wall of the cathedral and then this little gap right here where I want the window to be actually looks good. Honestly, that's not really that bad of a look. I'm digging it. So what I did was, I got red stained glass here, and that witch is about to attack me. But I got red stained glass and then a layer of vengeful brick in between, right next to the glass, and then the layer of green corrosive brick on the inside. And from a distance, you can't really notice it. Again, it doesn't look that bad from close up either. What I did for these edges right here, let me take care of this son of a gun right now. Come on. There we go. And you're gone too. Ooh. Alright, cool. So there we go. Now that those are taken care of. So one of the things that I should be doing, how long does this wither last? 20 more seconds? Alright, the withering is done with. So, yeah, I used a chisel to fill in these blocks right here, and then do the same thing for the arch on the vengeful brick. And actually, yeah, this is as good a time as any. I'm going to fill in this gap, not with glass, but with more vengeful brick. So that I have the glass and the vengeful on the side, so that it's not all just the blue brick. Because while the glass does look good, it does need a little bit more brick to make it pop, like it is on this side. And it's still quite boring if I rely strictly on the glass. And let's just go sleep and see how this looks in the daytime as well. Alright, it is daytime again. I'm gonna go check that out. Eat again so I can cure that wither. Oh yeah, actually, hey, that looks much better in the daylight as well. You can barely see the green other than how faded it is when you're looking on the inside. I really like that. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. So I am using red stained glass here, and I was going to use this blood stained glass from Blood Arsenal because it's actually a lighter tone, and I don't have as many obvious... Is it still throwing... Is that witch still alive? Oh, the witch is still alive. Yeah, it doesn't have the lines that the red stained glass does, but unfortunately I can't chisel it, so I couldn't fill in those gaps. And that is unfortunate. I'm going to go grab some green brick and some red brick. Well, I got my green brick. So, my vengeful. I'm just going to go fill in this gap right here, and then we're going to fill in with the green. You see how that's a right angle right now? Well, I want that to be part of the arch, so I'm going to fill in that arch. And boom with the vengeful. Oh yeah, alright, alright. Once I put those stairs in there, just to make it match on the top and bottom, yeah, the vengeful looks really good, even from a distance. But yeah, let's fix the inside. Let's take care of this witch and fix the inside. Oh, witch is gone. Cool. So what I'm going to do is place down my corrosive brick. I'm going to place down, let's see how many I'm going to need. At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to place down 8. And then I almost have a full chisel bag, unfortunately. Hold Alt, go down to same material with your chisel in hand, and just left click the block. Right on. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the green bit that it created, this corrosive stone brick bit. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And hold Alt again and go with connected plane. Oh. Or not connected plane. Why is it doing that? Oh. So I am going to have to fill in. You know what? I'm not going to have to. So I'm going to go with connected material and get rid of you. So now that I have got rid of that one layer of glass in there, then I can go with my brick, go to connected material again and hit the red part, and now only the green is filling in. So when I did connected plane, it saw that this glass right here was part of that plane, of that 16 by 16 by 1 area, and tried filling in. And of course it didn't do it there. Oh well, at least the problem's solved. So I'm just going to fill this in right here. Awesome, and fill this in right here, and the rest can be done with my positive chisel design. So grab you, reset, placement, and there we go. Rotate, placement. But yeah, that is the connected material, and I should actually probably grab my glass again. Select connected material. Boom. There we go. Now I have a flush layer right there. So I'm going to finish this off, and I'll be back with you once I have. Alright, so here we are once again, and unfortunately I'm going to have to cut the building short, and I'm going to have to cut this episode short. Reason being, I'm traveling again for work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up the portal to the Aether, and I was actually setting these up by 2, wasn't I? Oh well, I'm going to set this one up by 3, so all you have to do is make a portal frame out of glowstone, and it can be any standard nether portal size. I'm going to need to make some more glowstone, of course, but luckily I have plenty. It's a little taller too, but we can make it all uniform once we actually have the train station properly built. And actually, I kind of want to have a discussion about the building episodes. So, put that in there. Cool. So yeah, this was supposed to be a building episode, but I know that some people aren't all about the building, and some people just want the progression and how to actually go through the mods and for me to tutorialize everything. And I'm more than happy to do both of those things because I love building and I love teaching. So, there we go. Look at that Aether portal right there. So, yeah, I kind of want to poll everyone to see what they actually want. So I am more than willing to just have my series be 100% focused on the tutorializing of stuff, and then starting a separate series where I'm actually recording myself building and explaining what I'm doing with building, much like the earlier portions of this episode. So, yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on it, on whether or not I should be taking episodes out of my series to focus on the building, and whether or not it should just be something separate that I release and just have a one full episode. Wow, that took a while to load up. Here we are. I am in the Aether. So, yeah, if I want to do an episode where it is 100% the Cathedral. I go through every aspect of the Cathedral, and I release the episode when the Cathedral is finished, and that's going to be quite a long time. If I do decide to go down that route, then it's going to be a couple weeks. So, same thing with the train station, same thing with the La Filature La Vivisseur. So, yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on that, on whether or not I should just remove from the main series, whether or not I'm actually going to be focusing on the building. Oh, I can stand on the clouds too. I forgot about that. But yeah, just put your thoughts down in the comments, and of course I'll take everything into consideration. Oh, that's so cool. When you jump on it, you're slowly like going down. I did not know that. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, but I am going to fly around now that I am in the Aether, and it gave me a golden parachute and a book of lore for Aether Legacy. So, all I have to do is just put in an item, and it tells you what's going on with it. So the best parachute in the Aether has 20 uses, made with golden air clouds. I do not need that, because I can fly. So I'm just going to walk around and see what quest this actually unlocked for me. Claim that, and Aether is right here. So yeah, wow, I can do everything, like, all at once. Can be found on crystal trees, specifically by destroying their purple fruit leaves. White apples get dropped by trees akin to normal apples. I need 64 of them. So wow, this is going to take a while. I'm going to complete a couple quests in here. Go take a look at that, which I believe there's a boss in there, so I may not want to check that out. But yeah, I'm got skyroot leaves, golden oaks, and with golden oaks, I did not bring a axe with me. I should go back to the overworld. But yeah, this the Aether is pretty much just a sky island area. All of these different clouds can be harvested with the right tools, and each of the wood is capable of stuff too. So let's look at the Aether, see what weapons and armor we can add to the Cathedral once it's finished. So Zanite, Phoenix, Neptune, Valkyrie. The Valkyrie boots are the good stuff. And, ooh, chain gloves. That's a new item to me. Candy cane sword. Right on, there's a whole bunch of new stuff, including some... Oh my stars. I like that brick. I'll probably have to harvest it from one of the temples around here. So there, if I remember correctly, on big islands like this, there's actually a cave system. And in the cave system is where one of the bosses are. So... Oh no, is it using up the parachute right now because I was falling too quickly? That sucks. I'm going to get a backpack for that. But yeah, I'm going to come back to you once I find something worth going over, like this whale right here. Oh, that's so cool. Let's kill it. And it dropped nothing. Well, that sucks. Alright, I need to get rid of this golden parachute. How do I get rid of the golden parachute? How do I get rid of the golden parachute? Alright, so here I am in the Aether, and I have just entered the bronze dungeon, and I know that it looks like a silver dungeon. I'm really liking this carved stone. I'm definitely going to steal some. But in here, you're going to find some stuff called mimics. Oh, nice. Already found some Zanite stuff. Get out of here. Now, Ender Zoo mobs are spawning in here. Quite frankly, they shouldn't be, but they are. So, get out of here. What I've done is I've equipped my strongest sword, which is this Ardite Cobalt Cleaver, and I am just going through. You got to be careful with some of the chests because, as you can see, it turned into a mimic. And all mimics do is just drop chests for you. I've already killed some. I also see that I have collected some ambrosium. Ambrosium is very important to this mod, and the quest wants me to pick up the ore, but I have nothing that's silk touch right now. So yeah, I just broke it, and yeah, that's all she wrote. I'm going to throw all of my holy stone except for 2 stacks, because holy stone is required to make the incubator, and I believe the enchanter as well. Nope. Oh yeah, there it is, the enchanter. So yeah, the freezer, the enchanter is all made with holy stone, so I'm going to keep 2 stacks of that, and take this Zanite stuff, this ambrosium torch, which is important, and enchanted darts, which are a new item to me. But yeah, let's continue going through this dungeon. Oh yeah, I'm definitely liking those stones. I'm gonna... Whoa! What? Oh, okay, if you break the holy stone... Okay, so sometimes breaking this stone will, give me sentry stones. That's interesting. I did not know that, and, oh, ice stone. Yes, I need some ice stone, too. I'm going to throw away these Thaumcraft crystals. I am not ready for Thaumcraft, and I'm going to have to be careful the next time that I need... There we go, ice stone. So ice stone is going to help me in the freezer, because if you look at the freezer recipes, it's going to be able to can make some clouds, crystal leaves, some blue air clouds. Ice I'm not worried about, but I can make the... yeah, I can make some cool stuff with this freezer, so I'm going to definitely get a hold of that. Ooh, that's new. Ice ring. Alright, so after I take care of this concussion creeper, this is the boss. This is called Slider, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, well, I have the Zanite sword, so it shouldn't be an issue. But the way that this used to work, and I have not touched Aether in 1.12, how this used to work is you required the Aether tools in order to harm the bosses. So, yeah, we'll figure out whether or not that's true in just a second. But I also remember these dungeons being a lot bigger. I've already found the Sun God over there, but he's the third boss. I'm not going to tackle him yet. And this is actually going to be the only boss that I tackle in this episode before I close it out. But perhaps I need to attack it with a pickaxe. Alright, so I do in fact need a pickaxe of this type. So what I'm going to do is, luckily I have some holy stone and I have some skyroot logs. So if you look at the holy stone, I need skyroot sticks in order to make that stuff. So yeah, that's no issue. All I need to do is, here you go, skyroot planks, crafting table, plop you down, and with some, oh, that was almost bad. Skyroot sticks, 8 skyroot sticks. Make a holy stone pickaxe. Gonna make 2 of them just because. Since it wants me to attack it with the pickaxe, I'm making 2 just in case. Yeah, what the heck? We'll make 1 more, just in case that is the instrument that is required to beat it. So yeah, attack it with a pickaxe. Luckily, I can fly, so this is not really that much of an issue. Oh wow. Let's attack with the Zandite sword. Nope, needs to be a pickaxe. That's good to know. Oh, if I could not fly, this would be a terrible battle. Alright, so 2 pickaxes didn't even get it down to half health, which is unfortunate. I need to, probably should go out and get some more Zanite, but unfortunately to escape this battle, I need to die, and I'm not willing to do that. So I'm going to try something risky once this pickaxe, once this pickaxe goes away. Oh wow, my armor's taking a beating from this battle too. Alright, so I have been skirting around, trying to prevent this guy from attacking me. Alright, crafting table, got it. Oof. I'm going to try to make a couple pickaxes while he's attacking me. Barring that, I do still have my home command. It is a little cheesy, but I have no problem being cheesy. And oh shoot, did not place down the crafting table. It's kind of the biggest thing we need to do. Alright, crafting table. Yeah, son of a... Did he specifically attack the crafting table? Come on, move up. Move up to my level. There we go. I think he specifically attacked the crafting table. No, he did not. Alright. But, ugh. The second I try crafting something, he's going to, try to get it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go home. Which is going to be dicey because I don't have my, That works. Alright, I'm going to get my chestplate this time. I'm warping into the nether. There we go, in the nether. Home. Home. Alright. I'm also going to have to repair this armor as well, because it took way too much durability damage. Well, now that that's over with, the first thing I want to make is the incubator. And now that I have the incubator... Oh wow, the nice little advancement tune. Also want to make the enchanter. I went around and got some Zanite, and I also found some Gravitite, as well as all this Ambrosium I'm definitely going to need. But got the enchanter, and last I want the freezer. So the freezer actually shows you the recipes, as I showed before, as does the enchanter. The incubator, however, does not. So let's pop the incubator in here. It says used to incubate moas. You use ambrosia torches for the fuel. The process could take quite some time. It is worth the wait once your moa of choice hatches. I do not know how to get moa eggs. I'm going to figure that out. Whoa, whoa, get back here. Alright, but I am going to place all 3 of these down now that I have the, well, where should I place them down for now? Right now they can go down over here. The freezer and the enchanter. I'm going to throw in 3 Gravitite for now. And this may take a while as well. Doot. There we go. 1 piece of enchanted Gravitite. I'm going to let the other 2 go, the other 2 enchant up. And I want to take a look at this cloud staff, which of course I cannot Yeah, I can't make that. I can make the nature staff, though. Let's figure out what the nature staff does. Since I do have a piece of gravitite. So the nature staff... A staff that can allow for commanding tamed moas. It can allow them to sit on the ground. Oh, that's silly. Okay. That feels kind of like a waste, but at least I've made it. And throw that in here. Bronze key, silver key, golden key. I get those from killing those bosses. The bronze is from Slider, which I still want to take down before the end of this episode. Which is why I'm crafting this gravitite pickaxe. In fact, honestly, just to be safe, I think I'm going to craft... some more gravitite pickaxes because it makes sense that, so you know, if I have a diamond pickaxe, I mine faster. So I think the better the pickaxe, and obviously I'm going to be getting this gravitite, the better the pickaxe, the faster I can mine the boss, and I'm using quotations in there, mine the boss. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And you know what? I'm just going to throw the other 3 in there. Alright, there we go. There's the last piece of gravitite. And now that I have that last piece, I can make these, I can make the pickaxes that I want to make. And the enchanter is, even though this is enchanted gravitite, it's still kind of a misnomer. So when I threw that holy stone pickaxe in there, it's actually meant to repair durability loss. So yeah, tools and armor can go in there with ambrosium to repair it, but it won't actually apply new abilities to it. Which is very unfortunate, but at the very least, I have 2 gravitite pickaxes, as well as this holy stone pickaxe. That's all well and good. You know, I also want to make a couple zanite pickaxes. I am not going to leave anything to chance this time. I'm actually going to try to take down Slider. So the next time I come back to you, I will be in Slider's chamber once again. Alright, here we go. Back to Slider. Oh, and there's, of course, some so there's some Ender Zoo mobs in here. We can get rid of those easy enough. There we go. Alright, seriously? Go away. Alright, here we go. Time to fight. I'm going to activate it with the Zanite. The Zanite's not... No, the Zanite's doing about the same amount of damage. Oh, yeah, but the Gravitite pickaxe is amazing. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. I've been waiting for that text all day. That's why I didn't have my phone on mute. I am actually in the middle of moving right now, so... And, which means going to Virginia tomorrow really put a damper on those plans. So I'm in the middle of a move. I travel tomorrow, and I still need to get an episode out. Such is my life. Alright, I have succeeded in ticking him off. My cheese strat doesn't work nearly as well anymore because he's moving much faster than he was before. So, yeah. But the Zanite pickaxe almost has him down, and I haven't even used half of the dang thing. So, and luckily my living armor, there we go. Oh, look at that. I can go all the way. Really, dog? Messing with my triumph. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these guys and see what my spoils are. Alright, the chain stuff I'm not worried about. Oh, I got an epic shader grab bag from him. A yellow heart, solidified experience. The bronze key is really the important stuff. And these guys need to leave me alone. Alright, let's go down. Nice, treasure chest. Really, dude? I need to torch this area up. Alright, with the bronze key in hand, just unlocked the chest, and what did it give me? Shield of Repulsion, Agility Cape, 2 Cloud Staffs, a Flaming Sword, and blue gummies. So, nice, I got some food out of it. And can I harvest this chest? Nope, I cannot. Well, that's unfortunate, but whatever. We beat the first boss, which means I am ready to close out this episode. So in between episodes, what I'm going to do... Nope, that wasn't doing it either. So in between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mine out as much ambrosium, zanite, and gravitite as I possibly can to get myself ready to fight the other two gods, which are not nearly as simple as Slider was. So, yeah, that is going to be the Valkyrie Queen and the Sun God. So yeah, I'm just going to continue mining out some stuff. I'm going to switch to my party pickaxe soon enough. And going to work a little bit on the Cathedral. My next episode, I am going to be in Virginia, so the audio quality may be a little off. It may be a little later than usual because of very terrible hotel internet. But that's going to be the, yeah, that's unfortunately what has to happen. But I am Kelly Engineering, and once again in the comments put down whether or not I should make a separate series specifically on the building aspects and leave the Ragnamod V series strictly for the tutorials and the actually going through the mods. Oh, this thing's really cool. Sometimes it pops up various resources. There we go. See, it just gave me a piece of wood. I got a diamond from that earlier. It was really nice. But yeah, just put in the comments whether or not I should make a separate series specifically for the building and nothing but the building. And yeah, I'll make it happen. But I am Kelly Engineering. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.